Everybody, my name is Old School Nerd, and guess what we're doing today? Yes, part 2 of what we did yesterday. It was so nice, we had to do it twice. Actually, this was an overwhelming reaction request on my Twitch stream last night, Tuesday night's Twitch stream. So that means we had to do this. This is Make Me Famous by Kim Dracula. We've had such a positive reaction to our first reaction to Kim that we're going to do this one. Are you ready? No? Too bad. We're doing it anyway. Ah, yes. More family fun time with Kim Dracula. This one's called Make Me Famous. I don't know if it's going to be, it probably is not going to have the lead singer of Korn in it, but it will have lots of Kim, which is really all we showed up for anyway. By the way, thank you so much for the amazing Kim Dracula fans who came into the comments and gave me information about Kim. Great to get more insight into what goes on into this artist creative process. Being a all-around musician, being able to play all the instruments and do all the vocals, like a one-stop shop, but you know, with everything you're looking for. Here's the thing: I hope nobody would do it, but someone did do it. Someone tried to explain to me that Jonathan Davis is the lead singer of Korn, and because it's me and my birth name is Richard, I had to be a dick. I replied back to that comment, no, you're wrong. He's the lead singer of Limp Bizkit. Still waiting for that person to spin out of control and freak the hell out. All right, here we go. Come on. That's my favorite. Okay, real quick. I think one of Kim's most favorite thing to do in the world is to push the envelope creatively and create all these amazing characters and musical themes and all of this amazing music, right? One of my favorite things is to literally know that most people don't watch the reactions. They'll watch the first 10 seconds, decide they don't like it, and try to tell me what I'm doing wrong. Problem is, that person didn't even get that long into the video to realize that I know exactly who Jonathan Davis is. So I had to push their button. I know, but it is fun. Speaking of fun, pushing buttons, Kim Dracula. This one's called Make Me Famous. Well, I don't think I can, because you already are. Let's check this out together. Hold on to your butts, because there's no telling where this is going. It's 4 minutes long. 4 minutes, plenty of time to shake some heads. Let's go. Let me read it for you. The following is art, and as such, is not an endorsement of violence, but rather a reflection of the world we live in. I believe that statement should be stapled on everything people put on the internet. Why? Because I gotta be honest with you. Kim Dracula may have the persona and the perception by others to be outlandish or creative or a shock artist. Most of you trolls do stuff way worse than Kim, and y'all don't have to put out a warning label, and you should. Continue. It's a really long endorsement. Actually, for Kim Dracula, this could have been in there at any time ever, because in the US, we have a lot of these tragedies. It's an ongoing thing that is multifaceted, whether you believe that it's the gun's fault, mental health, evil people doing evil things, law enforcement, parenting, lawmakers, morality. We've blamed everyone at this point, and nobody's come up with a solution yet. And I don't think it's going away anytime soon, and that's the biggest tragedy of all. I don't do political commentary here. I just have a lot of empathy. Kind of my thing. Let's go.
Just like that. And of course, we'll always give it to him.
It's enough to make you think. It's enough to make you think.
It's enough to make you. It's enough to make you.
Okay, seriously, the theming is very difficult because of things that have occurred in the last, 30 years here in the United States, become more and more evident. In almost all of these cases, the person that does these things has a very serious problem, whether that be a mental illness, a medication issue we find out later, or in a lot of cases lately, they were harassed, abused, and it's a revenge situation. But despite everything that's going on, the horn section shocked the crap out of me. I think that's the biggest problem. We have gotten so used to these sort of events occurring in the US, it doesn't even bother us anymore. But a horn section in the middle of a metal song made me go, what? Think about that. No, seriously. Think about that. Hey, either way, Kim's making a pretty good point, and I think so did I.
Listen closely to the words of this song. I'm betting a lot of people never had the place they belong. Ooh. Give them a platform for doing something evil. Better not look at me wrong, cause I'ma mess you up alright. Bloody stars, just for murdering people. Baby, doesn't it feel so familiar? This is good to you?
Evening, Dracula.
I can see you've been busy.
You wanted to make an entrance.
Okay, I want to talk about the social thought process behind this. Okay? Remember, grew up in the 80s. These kind of situations did not happen in the 80s, except very rare and under very heinous circumstances. And then somehow in the 90s and into the early 2000s, these things started to become more evident. Are the way that we're raising young people, did that change? The causes of different psychological drugs being put on children and them being taken off, the way we address morality, the way we address parenting. There's so many things that cause young people to do these sort of things. Have you noticed how the people that Kim in this video murdered? The jock, the cheerleader, the hunk country boy, the typical stereotypes of those who pick on the quiet one, pick on the one that sits on the outside. Here's the thing. People don't realize this, but my name is Old School Nerd. I'm in my 40s, and I weigh 200 plus pounds, athletic, and I'm trained in the martial arts. During my military service, I learned things that made me to a point where I'm probably not going to get bullied or harassed on for the rest of my life. Here's something you don't know. When I was a young kid in middle school and in junior high and high school, I was a year younger than everybody else in my class because of my intelligence, and I skipped a grade. I was also 125 pounds, which means I got picked on a lot. A lot. I was bullied every day, from 5th grade all the way through my junior year of high school. Here's the difference. I was growing up, we never thought about the level of violence that young people do now. So, is the issue one thing? No, it's a lot of things. You notice how Kim Dracula is going through this, and Kim's not just saying it's an AR-15. Kim's not just saying it's the bullying. Kim's not just saying it's the mental condition. Kim's not saying it's just one of these things. Kim is saying, like at the beginning, it just seems like it's a lot of the things that are going on in the world. So how do we address it? I don't know. It's a lot. As a parent of young kids, look, every time this phone has a message from my kid's school, I freak out. We've had school lockdowns because there was a kid with a gun or what they thought was a gun or a threat made to the school about 3 or 4 times just this year. And as a parent, you think I don't panic about that stuff? I do. But do I think the most irresponsible people on the planet should be on the TV screaming and yelling about it? No. What I think is people should have an actual conversation, take the time, talk to each other, really think about this. Because it seems like there's a lot of people that like to take advantage of situations for their own needs versus actually addressing the problem. That's not a political statement. That's just what's happening. Kim gets this. Guys, Kim's from Tasmania. I need you to look up in the history of Australia. There were some pretty horrendous events in the past. And because of that, they made sweeping changes in their country, for better or for worse. We don't know yet. Time will tell. It's like everything we go through. Look, raising kids these days and being a young person with social media and the internet, and yes, even YouTube reactors, there's a lot of stuff going on. Is Kim a bad person for making this video? No. In this video, Kim is giving you representations of all the things that are occurring around us, both the horrendous actions and the things that may be causing it. That's called awareness. Now, did Kim put at the beginning of this video, hey, due to recent events, we've made some alterations out of the respect of the victims. That's called being responsible. If Kim didn't want to be responsible, they would have left all the stuff in there and said, we don't care. So there's some empathy there. Think about that. Also, let me say this, very creative storytelling, what we expect. Thing about it is, this video is not going to stop the issue, but this video sure as hell isn't going to cause any more of it, but it will cause us to think about it, and that's a good thing. Keep going, Kim. Let's see where you're going in that really fast car.
To cause damage, it's what these useless idiots deserve. Soon not be praised for causing havoc. That's why I signed up to protect and deserve. This is your captain speaking. I order you to give them all a nice bullet to the head. Yes, sir, whatever you say, I'll make the world's a fucking run.
All right. That was a lot. I'm not going to lie. That was a lot, which is very important that I do this. Sometimes, and I think this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say in this entire reaction. The following is art. And as such, it's not an endorsement of violence, but rather a reflection of the world we live in. Here's the thing that I want you to understand. There are going to be more people offended by this video than by the actions this video represents. Think about that. I said that earlier in the video. These things happen so often. People are no longer outraged, but yet they're going to lose their shit over this video by Kim Dracula, trying to get people to think about these things. Find the logic in that. I was in college when Columbine happened. And I remember when Columbine happened, we thought the world would never see anything like that again. And they tried to blame it on guns. They tried to blame it on Keanu Reeves. And I'm not joking. They literally tried to blame it on the Matrix because the shooters wore black trench coats. Here's the thing. With everything we're pumping into ourselves through social media, and all the different quick click information, demographics, there is no filter on anything. We have got to learn to watch out for each other and take care of each other. And that means addressing those who are being victimized. Because it's a very good chance that if someone's a victim long enough, they start looking for a way to no longer be a victim, even if that makes them a monster. If Kim Dracula ever sees this reaction, I want to tell you thank you for making a very creative video. If the subject matter is too offensive for some people, good. It should be. Because if the things you see on the TV and the events that are occurring all around the world don't shock you, and it takes this video to shake you up, then Kim just made a difference. And that's a good thing. My name is OldSkuleNerd, and I'm a dad who served in the military. I understand weapons and I know how they work. I understand that they're tools just like anything else. I also understand that the world has a lot of political views, and it seems like if we really wanted to solve this problem, everybody would stop arguing for an advantage and money and actually try to help people. But that hasn't happened yet, so I guess no one's paying attention. Well, except for Kim and me. And with that, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right there. Big thank you to all my Patreons out there. We appreciate everything you do. If you want more content like this video, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.